Ready?
Ready.
Woo! We're back. We did it! Season 2 of Should We Be Talking About This? I mean, we didn't do it. We're doing it now.
Right now. As we speak.
Yeah, episode 71.
Yes, it is. Big 7-1.
We decided not to start over the episode count. We're just going to do like season 2, episode 71.
Yeah. We don't know.
We don't like to conform, man.
Mm-mm.
Can't fit us in a box.
Can't do it. Won't do it.
This is Should We Be Talking About This?
I'm Chance.
I'm Rachel, and it's so freaking good to be back.
It's great.
I feel a little rusty, though. I'm not going to lie.
No, I don't. Yeah, I feel a little uncomfortable.
That's because you got too high before we started recording. I just sprayed him in the face with water to try to normalize him. It didn't work.
Felt good, though.
And we do apologize that we took an extra week off.
Yeah, we did.
But I got COVID.
Omicron's a bitch.
For the second time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't it be like the chicken pox?
One and you're done.
Yeah, it was terrible. Chance got it. He was only sick for like a day. Both of our kids got it. Only sick for like a day. I didn't have a voice for like 2.5 weeks.
I was worried you were getting strep.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh, it was terrible. But I'm healed. Everybody's good. And we're back. So let's just jump into it. We've made them wait long enough.
Oh, yeah.
You want to go first?
I'm nervous now.
Why?
It's been a while.
I know. Just
Okay.
be awkward. Just be awkward.
Here we go. Y'all are going to have to deal with this.
Oh, Lord.
My topic is on the death of Rebecca Zahau. To get this information that I'm about to impart on you,
Okay.
I listened to a podcast called Red Handed.
Uh-huh.
They're great.
I feel like I've listened to them before.
Yeah, they're great. And I watched an episode called Death at the Mansion on, I think it was Oxygen.
Oh, okay.
But it's like a 5-part episode.
Oh, my.
And I didn't realize
That's
it.
a movie, sir.
Well, and I was watching it, and I would watch one episode, and they would tell me I had a second one coming up, and I thought we were done. And then I kept going, and it was 5 episodes, and here we are. Rebecca was born in 1979 in Burma, which is now known as Myanmar. Myanmar?
I
I think it's Myanmar.
Why would I know that?
I was looking at you like
I know.
Give me some feedback. It's a country in Southeast Asia.
Gotcha.
I have heard of it. I just didn't know all the details about it. She moved with her family to Nepal and Germany, and around 2001, at about the age of 21, she moved to the U.S.
Okay.
She got married in 2002 and worked as an ophthalmic technician. Ophthalmic?
Did you try to say that with an accent? That was weird.
That's a tough word to pronounce.
Yeah.
She worked on eyes.
Gotcha.
A technician at one of those places. In 2008, while married, she started dating a guy named Jonas Shacknai.
While married?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
So I think that you don't say while married she started dating someone. While married she had an affair.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's not normalize that.
She had an affair. Jonas Shacknai, he was the CEO of Medicis Pharmaceutical, or Medicis. I heard it pronounced 2 different ways.
Okay. He got them good drugs.
Yes. Well, apparently he was the 9th highest paid CEO in Arizona.
Dang.
Yeah. He was pretty wealthy, pretty well off. Jonah had 2 previous marriages. He had a couple of kids with his first wife, had another kid with his second wife, whose name was Dina, and his son was named Max.
Okay.
At the end of 2010, she quit her job, and in February of 2011, she divorced her husband.
To be with this guy.
I'm assuming that's why she divorced him.
Gotcha.
Yes. On July 11th, 2011, Rebecca, who was 32 at the time, was staying at Jonah's summer home, which was called the Spreckles Mansion.
Okay. I don't like that.
It's got a name.
I don't like it. Spreckles?
Spreckles, yeah.
Feels like you fucked up trying to say sprinkles or speckles.
It was a $12 million home that had over 20 rooms.
That's too much cleaning.
Well, at the time she was staying there, she had her 13-year-old sister named Zena. She was staying there with her as well.
Okay.
And the son, Max, the 6-year-old son of Jonah.
Okay.
Rebecca was very close with Max and had almost become kind of like a stepmom.
Gotcha.
She did everything with him. She called him Maxie.
Oh.
Yeah, it was cute. Rebecca was in the bathroom when she heard a crash. She came out and found Max on the first floor below the second floor balcony.
Okay.
The chandelier was smashed, and on the floor next to Max, that was hanging over close to the foyer.
Okay.
And Zena, the sister, she called 911 while Rebecca tended to Max.
So what? What happened?
We don't actually know. So what we think happened is that Max had gone over the banister and was reaching for the chandelier.
Okay.
And fell.
Yeah, because, I mean, that sounds like a 6-year-old thing to do. Because you see it in movies or cartoons, people swinging from chandeliers.
Yeah.
So you think I can try?
Growing up, my older brother and sister used to climb over the balcony on the second floor and jump down to the couch on the first floor.
Oh, Lord.
In the living room.
I'd be so pissed. I wouldn't be worried about your safety. It'd be y'all are going to break that damn couch.
Mom and Dad were mad.
I bet.
Yeah. So Max, he gets taken to the hospital because he's still alive. He's just unconscious. Yeah. And the next day, Rebecca took her sister to the airport so she could go back home to Missouri with her family.
Okay.
And picked up Jonah's brother, Adam, at the airport, who he had just come in from Tennessee.
Because Max was in the hospital?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Exactly. I think this next part is a little weird. Rebecca, Jonah, and Adam went to dinner with a friend that evening.
That is super weird.
While Max is in the hospital, your 6-year-old son.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Yeah. After dinner, Jonah went back to the hospital to stay with his son and his ex-wife. And he eventually ended up getting a room at the Ronald McDonald house that night. So back at the Spreckles mansion, some neighbors supposedly heard loud music that night.
Ugh.
Yeah. Like they were having a party or something.
Rebecca and the brother?
Rebecca and the brother, Adam.
Okay. That seems oogie to me, that they would be what one might consider partying.
Yeah.
Or jamming out to music while
kind of
there's
uncomfortable.
a child in the hospital, but to each his own.
The next morning, so this is 2 days after Max fell from the balcony.
Okay.
This is almost 7 o'clock in the morning. Adam calls 911 because he found Rebecca hanging from a balcony in the courtyard outside, naked.
Okay, so she's hanging from the balcony naked.
Yes. So there is a part of the house, there's one room that has a little iron balcony, like double doors that you can open up, and it's big enough for like 2 people to stand on. And she is hanging over that balcony in the courtyard.
Is she dead?
So according to the phone call with 911, Adam tries to cut her down, and yes, she's dead.
Oh, but why? Okay, I'm going to wait. I'm going to not be toxic.
Oh.
And I'm going to let you finish before I start, because already there's a lot of red flags for me.
Yeah. So while on the call with 911, it sounds like Adam is attempting CPR at one point, or compressions.
So he did cut her down.
Yes, he did cut her down. The paramedics show up. They try to revive her. They can't.
Also, okay. Maybe you know this, maybe you don't. But so if he was able to cut her down, get her to the ground, like, do you know if he went up to or was she hanging really, really low?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't know if maybe he went up to the top, cut her, and let her fall, which would suck.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do there?
So, yeah, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but she is hanging pretty low from the balcony.
So he's able to, like, reach up and cut her down.
I think so, yes.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah. After this 911 call, it took about 13 hours for the coroner to show up.
What the fuck?
And she's sitting out there the entire time, laying on the ground, naked, not covered.
Why? They didn't throw a sheet or something? That's fucked up.
News helicopters are getting video. Neighbors are taking pictures.
Oh.
Yeah, who can see into that area.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. So it was discovered that Rebecca had a rope tied around her neck, which was on top of her hair. Her hair was underneath the rope.
So she didn't pull her hair out once she put the, like, rope. Was it a noose?
Yes.
That's another red flag. Anybody with long hair knows it's like muscle memory. When you put on a necklace or a scarf or anything around your neck, the first thing you do is pull your hair out. Yeah, 100%.
It's funny you say that because the Red Handed podcast that I was listening to mentioned the exact same thing.
That's just strange. That already... Okay.
Also, the other end of the rope was tied to the foot of the bed in the bedroom that had the little balcony.
That's a really long. I mean, I don't know how far it
No, it
was.
is.
To me, it just seems like a long, unless the bed was right by the
No,
door.
it was opposite of the wall that had the double doors to the balcony.
And see, and if okay, I just feel like if this was me attempting to hang myself, I would do it from the railing of the
Just
balcony.
tie it right there.
Right, because it's sturdy. You said it was iron, right?
Yeah.
A bed, unless it's secured to the wall, would slide or like be pulled.
Well, it's funny, and we're going to talk about this.
Oh God, I get so toxic. I can't.
The bed was pulled 7 inches away from the wall.
Just 7 inches?
Yeah, just 7 inches.
Do we know how much she weighed?
She was a little over 100 pounds.
And it
I don't
only
have the
moved
exact
7
number.
inches?
Yeah, well, apparently it was like a 300-pound bed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's crazy. Heavy
The bed frame and all that involved in the mattresses, yes.
Gotcha.
So not only was she hanging naked, she also had a long sleeve shirt tied around her head, also over her hair, obviously. And the arms were knotted together and stuffed in her mouth, like a gag.
Okay.
Her hands were also tied behind her back.
What?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
And her feet were tied together.
What? Okay, so you're telling me that she bound her hands behind her and her feet and hopped over the railing? Hopped to this and jumped over the railing with her hands bound behind her?
So the investigation was going on at the time. They were still trying to figure that out. But yes.
Okay. I don't know why. I guess when you initially said that she was found hanging before I knew all of this, I assumed it was suicide. And now, as you keep divulging more and more information, it's very much a murder. Like, this is a murder.
It's very suspect. Yes.
This is a murder. Why are you not confirming with me in my face?
Do you want me to tell you what my opinion is now?
No, keep going.
Okay. They also found 4 abrasions on her head.
From?
They say that she probably hit her head when she went over the railing, either on the underside,
Okay.
against the wall, against the railing. It
That
could
feels
be
like
anything.
an easy way to figure that out, though.
Mm-hmm. Also, on the door that led to the bedroom where this took place, there was a phrase painted in black paint in all caps. And it said, "She saved him, can you save her?"
She saved him, can you save her? Talking about the little boy?
Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Did she save him?
So during the 911 call Xena, the sister,
Uh-huh.
had made, she says that my sister is trying to resuscitate a boy.
So, I guess the phrase is completely, for me already, again, confirms it's a murder.
Right.
Someone talking about her, can you save her? But also, if she saved that boy, it would be a congratulatory or an appreciation thing, not a let me see if I can kill her and y'all come save her. Like, none of this makes sense to me.
Yeah. And it's in the third person, so
Right.
taking it to be a suicide note is very strange, what the police did.
Can they match handwriting?
They didn't do a handwriting analysis.
I guess if you're painting, it's probably way different than your handwriting.
It was painted, it was all caps. Now, the show that I watched did have a crime scene specialist come in. Actually, she was a specialist in people who stage crime scenes.
Okay.
And she looked at the handwriting and she was like, "This is very block. It's all caps. It's black paint. It's like a very angry message."
Okay.
Is what she was saying.
Did they find the paintbrush that was used?
Yeah, so there was a paintbrush there.
Did it have fingerprints on it?
So
DNA?
The DNA in the entire area
Uh-huh.
only came from Rebecca.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's also interesting is the knife that Adam used to cut her down also didn't come back with Adam's DNA or fingerprints or anything on it, even though we know he handled that object.
That's weird. Did he burn his fingerprints off?
I don't think so.
Oh. Because I feel like he did it. If it's the only the two of them in the house. I also want to know, like, how far the Ronald McDonald house was from here. I want to know how far the hospital was from here. This is what's so frustrating for me, is like when we have cases like this that are so much evidence and such a mystery.